Hey guys, week 3, your directors are finding a way, making a way to make this happen. You guys, sometimes I believe when God has a big message, Satan just like jumps all up in it. And we are experiencing that today. Technical difficulties. That's why I'm recording outside, currently jacking internet from my parents' house. Because mine is not good enough yet to do a live stream video. So my mom's not home. I'm standing on her porch stealing her internet. So here we are. Deanna's going to welcome us. She has something I'm sure you guys want to know about. And we'll jump into our training tonight and do new vouchers and all that fun stuff. So Deanna, take it away.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We are now in week 3 of Steadfast Pacesetters, and I hope that you guys are just absolutely loving it and taking it all in. As I filled out my voucher this week, I was reminded of what I said last week, that we're looking for progress and not perfection in this. And I was like, okay, so it was better than last week, but not where I wanted. So if you're feeling that way, or you had a worse week, or you had a better week and you get it all done, we just want to encourage you to keep going and just get the most that you can get out of this. So I get the pleasure of announcing our top 5 after last week's voucher. So I was really, really excited when I got the list. I know that these girls, they are hard workers and they are making it happen. And I see huge things happening in their business. So congrats to all of you for just being great at doing what you're doing. So in alphabetical order, our top 5 are Rachel Benham, LaVon Carter, Kelly Jenkins, Chelsea Jones, and Ashley Martinez. So way to go, girls. We are so excited and cheering you on. And just a little dose of encouragement that the numbers are really close. So if your name wasn't called, don't give up. We still have lots of time. But we're so excited for all of you, and just excited for what we're all getting out of this. So take it away, Reba.
Okay, yay, good job, Deanna. I know you guys are gonna okay, we don't need to watch anymore now. Deanna shared what we wanted to hear. Who's in the top 5? You guys are so competitive, it's funny. We are absolutely getting excited to announce the top 5 too at the bonfire. You guys, we're gonna have like an awesome bonfire here on Friday night. Other units are like, we wanna go to y'all's bonfire, that sounds fun. And so just make sure you're getting registered for fall retreat so you can be here that night to hear who officially wins this. And I know we put out in our groups this week, and it's like a side note, but we said registration was due the 30th, but really it's the 22nd if you want a t-shirt. So we're getting excited. So, okay, you guys, today I get to teach to you, and I'm going to teach on a not so fun topic. I know last week's topic, emotional management. I mean, managing our emotions is not an easy task. I'm not going to say that. But I heard from you guys. You guys loved Danielle's challenges to you. They were like, I did something that brought me joy. I did this. Mine's not going to be as much fun. Mine is about money management. And so, of course, here we are, good cop, bad cop. I get to play bad cop today. No, you guys, I believe money management can be a fun thing. And here's why. Money does not buy us happiness. Oh my gosh, it's not on me. Hang on. You guys can't even see me. There we are. Hi, now I'm in the big screen. So money management, not a fun thing, but money doesn't buy us happiness. But here's what money does, you guys. It gives us choices. And choices make life a heck of a lot easier. Choices allow us to give to people in need that we want to give to. Choices allow us to buy things that make life easier. Choices allow us to take care of things in our family that need taken care of. Money gives us choices to relieve stress off of our marriages, stress off of our families. Money gives us a ton of choices. And so I'm going to share with you guys today about money management, because I think this is one of the hardest things I see girls going through, because if you've never ran your own business, you don't know what to do. Like, money is coming in and you're spending and you're buying and you're doing this. And sometimes it's like, am I even making money? Because you don't know what to do with it. And so I'm going to share with you guys, I am not at all a pro on money management. I'm going to tell you that. But I'm going to share from you my experience. I started this business as a college kid with like zero money. I started this business with no credit. Then I did horrible with credit. Now I have like amazing credit. And so I'm just telling you, I've been all over the spectrum. I've been the spectrum where I was in debt. I've been the spectrum where I have extra money, back in debt, extra money. I mean, I have been all over the place with this money thing. And so I'm going to share with you guys some of my experience. I've also spent a lot of time studying this topic. My suggestions, if you want to study it and get good at it, study Dave Ramsey. Highly am a believer in Dave Ramsey. And just, ask people who you want to take advice from. Ask somebody who you want their financial situation. Do not ask your broke friend for money advice. And if your friend is not making much money in her Mary Kay business, also do not take advice from her about your Mary Kay business. We want to take advice from people we want to be like. So I hope you guys would want my financial situation. I hope that I'm able to give you some advice today. And so first of all, I'm going to start out with this, that I know it can be confusing because people are like, oh, they'll teach you. And I'm a Dave Ramsey believer to an extreme. And he'll say you don't need any credit. You just save your money and buy things with cash. But I do believe in today's society, having good credit is healthy. It is hard to get anything without good credit. It is hard. Even you guys, I went to get our trash bill turned on for the city of Oklahoma City. And they were like, oh, we have to run your credit really fast to make sure we can be your trash provider. And so having good credit, you guys, can help because it allows you to be able to just have some extra choices as far as things like that. Can you guys see there's a baby photo shoot going on behind me with a 3-month-old? Always an exciting life on the farm. I'm learning this with our new house. So anyways, it can be confusing. Like, what is debt and what is good debt and what is bad debt? And so I'm just going to walk through this with you guys today. So first of all, I'm going to start out with the topic of inventory. Because I think when it comes to money management, this is where we all get a little wappy-jawed, a little confused. Inventory in a Mary Kay business, I believe, is a great thing if you have the proper level. Okay, you want a level to service for your level of activity. And then you also want to make sure that you have a proper plan to pay it off and that you're growing to what you need or you don't have excess. And so I'm just going to tell you that. If you look at Mary Kay inventory on a balance sheet, when you're doing your finances, it is actually not a debt. Even if you did go into debt to pay for it, it is an asset because it makes you money. When you buy a car and you drive off the lot at the dealership, it loses value. So that is a debt. An asset is something sitting at your home that you could immediately make money with, which is our inventory. And so first of all, even if you're not new or if you've been in this for a while, I did this not too long ago and it was fun. I want to encourage you to take the Ready, Set, Sell quiz. So I don't know if you guys know what that is, but when you were a new consultant, your director had you take a Ready, Set, Sell quiz that helped you figure out what level of inventory you should have. It asks things like, how many appointments do you plan on holding? How much money do you want to make? How committed are you to going to your weekly success meetings? Do you want extra spending money? Do you have a desire to become a sales director? And from this little quiz, it's kind of like the quizzes you take in Cosmo. It gives you points. And then it helps you figure out about how much inventory you should have. And so I highly encourage you to take that and see if you're at the proper level. You guys, for me, when I take that quiz, with the activity level that I desire and work, it tells me that I should have a full store, but I'm way over the points for a full store. So I know I need more than a full store. For you, it may be lower, and at different seasons in your business, you may need to adjust your inventory. You may have started out at a $600 level, and now you're wanting to work toward becoming a sales director. A $600 inventory does not cover the activity level of a sales director. And so I highly encourage you to go back and take that. Matter of fact, that is actually one of your challenges from me this week on your voucher is to take the Ready, Set, Sell quiz and figure out what level of inventory you should be at. And then talk to your director. If you're under the amount that you need to be at, talk to her about a plan to get there. And we're going to talk about that in a second. And if you're over it, maybe talk about how to dwindle it down a little bit to what you actually need, okay? So take the Ready, Set, Sell. You guys can find that on Mary Kay In Touch under the Education tab, Starter Kit, New Consultant Tools. And it's a brochure, and at the very end is the quiz. If not, it's on my website. I'm sure your director can get your hands on it really easily. So I want you to take that, okay? And then something that I did, because I'm kind of a numbers girl and sheets, I love all that stuff, Excel spreadsheets, is once I took the quiz, back when I was becoming a director and I realized I needed more, is I made an ideal inventory sheet. And if you've never done that, I want to encourage you to do that. So what that looked like is I said, here's the things I demo at my skincare classes. Ideally, I'd like to have 3 of each miracle sets, and I'd like to have 5 eye makeup removers. And I made this ideal inventory at my level I was going to reach for. And then I knew that as I was building, here's the things I'm adding. So I wasn't just adding haphazardly, like, oh, I'm going to add 200 this month. Let's grab some more skincare sets. And all of a sudden I realized that I don't have eye makeup removers in my inventory. It was a plan to get to my ideal inventory. The grocery store does not just order like green beans randomly. They know they want to have so many cans of green beans, so many cans of corn. And so having an ideal sheet so you know what you're working towards. And even now, I do that about twice a year. I'm going to tell you guys. I love to do it at the end of the year when I have to do my year-end inventory, and I do it in June for our mid-year. And then I figure out, what have I been selling a lot of? What have I been low on? What do I need to increase? What do I need to decrease? And then on my orders, maybe I don't need to order as many repair sets next time, but add some extra clear proofs. And so from what you've been doing in your business, do you have what you need? Do you need to adjust, okay? So if you have over, then I really want to encourage you not to keep reordering just to reorder. If you have over what you need, to try to cut it down to what you need, because this stuff does have a 3-year shelf life, and we want money to be going into our families, not into products sitting on a shelf. And I'm going to talk more about that later. But to dwindle it down, if you need more, I'm going to talk to you about a few things. First of all, you guys, when I started this business, I had like $100 in my bank account. And the money I had not worked for. It was carefully budgeted graduation money left over. And that was how I was living. And so I didn't do any inventory. You guys know this because I didn't open my kit for a while. But when I did, you guys, at that point I had like hardly any money, and I knew I needed this. And so my option was, I went to a bank and asked for a small business loan. And if you are needing extra inventory, it's something that sometimes it's great just to do it all at once, because it helps you get to where you want to be. And I didn't have any credit because I was young. And so my dad co-signed for me. And a lot of times, you guys, you can find a very willing family member who will co-sign for you. And the great thing about doing something like that is you have a certain amount you have to pay back every month, which helps you know exactly how many appointments you need to be having, and it keeps you right on track, okay? Later, I needed more inventory, so I got a new credit card, because by that point, I had built some credit through having co-signed with my dad. And on my credit card, I had 9 months no interest, and that way I got what I needed and didn't have to worry about that. So you guys can totally do things like that to help you grow your inventory, but just know that if you manage that well, that can build your credit over time. I just got a letter in the mail last night, which is so funny before I teach this, from our mortgage company for our new home, and my credit is higher than my husband's. And the only difference, we both have owned the same amount of homes, we had the same amount of bills, is that I have had Mary Kay inventory coming and going off a credit card and a bank account that I co-signed on with my dad. And so it's built my credit. Now, if you know yourself and you know that you are not good with money management and you have a hard time overspending, go talk to your bank. Don't get a credit card. Don't give yourself that ability, or get it, use it, and cut it up. You know, don't allow yourself to go over what you know you need to do to grow yours, okay? So pros is you get the products immediately, you sell more when you have the products there. It helps you grow faster, especially with Christmas coming. It's nice to have it on the shelf. Cons is that you have to be good about paying it off, because you don't want to have credit cards that get high interest after their interest period, to where you're collecting more interest than you're paying off and you can't ever get it paid off, okay? So here's what I'm going to talk to you about. Once you have your proper inventory, a 60-40 split. So in Mary Kay business, we buy a starter kit in the beginning that has supplies, but eventually we start running out of supplies, right? And so I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to need to buy more mascara wands and more profile cards, and you're going to want to go to fall retreat, and you're going to want a beauty coat someday. And those things can't keep constantly coming out of your personal budget, from your personal finances, because then the people in your family feel like you're not making any money. Does that make sense? If you're constantly buying stuff out of your personal account, your husband is like, when are you going to start making money? And so what happens is I suggest a 60-40 split. So someone pays you $100, you put 60 into your Mary Kay account and 40 into your personal account. And that 40 is for you to, it's 40%, but it would be 40 on this example. It's for you to do things for your family. That is your profit. But the 60, 50% of that goes to restock your products that you sold, because just like the grocery store, we sell a can of green beans, we order a can of green beans because we don't ever want to run out of green beans. But it also gives you an additional 10% that does things Like, you know, that's where you buy your mascara wands. That's where you buy your profile cards. That's where you pay for fall retreat. And so you want to make sure that you are constantly doing that. To make sure that you don't overspend your Mary Kay money, you want to also, sorry, my mouth doesn't match up with how I'm talking right now, but it's good. We're making it work here with this cruddy internet. So with that being said, you do want to have a separate Mary Kay account. And you want to have one opened, because I found in the past when I tried to put my Mary Kay money into my personal account that I would accidentally spend Mary Kay money that needed to reorder products. Or I'd accidentally spend my supply money. Or accidentally spend my fall retreat money, or my husband would. And so make sure that you have a separate bank account for this purpose, okay? Another thing is I want to talk to you guys about money management is we don't want to overorder just to earn a prize, okay? So here's kind of my story. I got my inventory, had a credit card. I paid it off the bank loan, then got a credit card to grow mine, was paying it off, but then I started making more money as a sales director. And this is like embarrassing for me to say because I was making great money as a director, but I just was over ordering because like it would come the end of Star Consultant and I was like, I really wanted the Pearl Prize. And instead of working harder for it, I was like, I'll just get a little bit more inventory and I'll just do a little bit more of this. And eventually, you guys, from that and other choices of like traveling with my profit instead of paying what I was supposed to be paying, my bills and things like that, I ended up $6,000 in debt right before I was going to get married to Aaron. And I remember my husband sitting down with me and he said, you make great money at this business. It is really sad that you don't have extra. And he said, I think it's time to not have a plan B. And so you're going to see that on your voucher today to get rid of your plan B. And here's what that looks like. That looks like if you have the proper amount of inventory, which if you don't, it's totally fine to get a little bit extra every now and then to finish your bracelet. You know, if you're still growing your inventory, that is fine. You can order a little bit extra every month or you can go get it all at once. But if you have what you need to not have a plan B anymore. So for me, what that looked like is the card that I always lean to for that, we cut it up. And if I didn't finish my star, I didn't finish my star. And what it did is when I got rid of my plan B, it made me work harder because I knew that I had to earn it. You know what I'm saying? And so you guys, whatever your plan B is, maybe your plan B is not a credit card, but maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it's always that you call your mom and make her buy something extra, whatever it is. Like get rid of your plan B. Don't get rid of your mom, but like figure out what your plan B is that is allowing you to keep, if you have one, to keep coasting your way through this business instead of forcing yourself to work to the end for a goal, okay? So don't be over ordering just to finish your goals. The other side of that, though, is also not embezzling from your business. And here's what embezzling looks like. Embezzling looks like, hey, I didn't manage my money well. I need money for fall retreat. So instead of restocking my inventory like I know I need to, I'm just not going to restock and I'm going to use that money to pay for fall retreat. That's actually like stealing from your company if you're at the ideal level of inventory for your spot, and that is actually embezzling. And so you don't want to do that either. You want to reorder the things that you have sold so that way you can always have the proper amount of inventory to service your customers at your ideal level once you take the sheet. That's different for every person, okay? So not over ordering, not embezzling. The other thing is you do want to pay off your debt if you have it. And pay off your credit card for your Mary Kay business or however you chose to get your inventory. So you guys, this is where I love Dave Ramsey's teaching. He talks about, first of all, you have to be aware of actually how much debt you have. And so many of us, I think, kind of like coast through with just paying our payments that we don't really know how much we have. So I'm talking put it on paper. Like put down how much you owe in your house, how much you owe in your car, how much you owe for your inventory, and put it all in one place so you can attack it and make a game plan. The second thing he teaches us to do is once you get it all figured out is to immediately try to get $1,000 of emergency money into a separate fund. And that is so when your tire goes out in your car, instead of like being tempted to put it on a credit card again or to embezzle from your business and take some money from your Mary Kay account, that you would use your emergency money for a true emergency. Okay? Then from there, you start snowballing, paying off your debt. And so what snowballing looks like is you pay off your smallest debt first. So if I owe my mom $200, that's who I'm going to pay off first instead of my credit card for $3,000, because I pay off extra to her first, and then I don't have that payment anymore, and I take that and start paying off my next larger debt. And then once I don't have that payment anymore, I take that extra from there and start paying off my next highest. And you guys, that is literally what Aaron and I did. We paid off all $6,000 of that debt in about 4 months before we got married, all with my Mary Kay income and working very hard. And it's also about budgeting, not spending extra on things we don't need to be spending extra on, because it's very easy, you guys, doing things like eating out all the time, going out all the time. And so we budget, and we still budget to this day. Every single month, we sit down and say, how much do we want to spend on groceries? How much on gas? And if you've never done something like that, start out by saving your receipts for a month, going through them to figure out exactly what you did spend the month before, and then figure out if that was about an appropriate amount or if you'd like to spend more or less. And you'll probably be like we were completely shocked and kind of embarrassed at how much we were spending in certain categories, okay? So that is about paying off debt, okay? So we've covered a few things, okay? First of all, we've covered this. Having a proper amount of inventory to service your customers. How to grow to it, either by getting some extra money through a card, through your bank, or even borrowing from a family or friend, having a garage sale, selling stuff on Craigslist. You guys, we can figure it out. I've sold $600 of stuff on garage sale sites, just cleaning out our garage as we were moving in our attic, okay? So figure it out if you need some money, but grow your inventory to what is ideal for you. Don't overorder just because you need to reach a goal. Work for it. Get rid of your plan B. Also, don't embezzle from your business. Reorder what you've sold so you can keep your inventory properly stocked. Have a separate bank account. Do a 60-40 split of your sales. So that way you have 60% for your business supply, or you have the 50% to reorder, 10% for the little extra things, and then 40% is your profit. And you may choose to take that 40% and pay off your inventory with that, or get extra inventory, especially if you have another job, to get to your ideal level. Okay, we talked about paying off debt, how to snowball our debt, having an emergency fund, budgeting. I know there's lots of things to cover today, but here's the last thing I'm going to tell you. I would love to see each and every one of you take the words, I can't afford, or I can't afford this, I don't have enough money, completely out of your vocabulary. Because when you speak that out loud to people around you, what you're saying is, I don't believe my Mary Kay business is capable of making money. And that's really not truth. You guys, literally anything, we could book 10 parties for this week, and any one of you could profit money and have spending cash immediately, not waiting on a paycheck. We have the privilege of not waiting on a paycheck. We could immediately pay for things we need. And if you have a bill you need to take care of, if you need to buy a birthday present for your kid, if you need to travel to go see your offspring for baby shower, whatever it is, you guys, we can sell this product. And we sell it by working. People do not knock on our door asking if we sell Mary Kay. We go out, we hold facials, we hold parties, we call our customers for reorders, we take care of them, and we make money. And so I want you to claim that as I have something I can do about this. Not I can't afford it, not I don't have enough money, but I can do something about this through selling this product. And the other way is through recruiting. Because when you grow a healthy team and you're mentoring them and encouraging them, that extra bonus check can be so helpful. So incredibly helpful. And those of you who want to be a sales director, when you're helping that many people, you guys, if you help enough people get what you want, or what they want, you'll get what you want. And if you're helping enough people, your bonus check will be amazing. And if you're not working both aspects of this business, that's another thing to help with your money management. Sell this product, but also share this opportunity. But you can change your finances. I've seen people change their finances so quickly in this business. So quickly, you guys. I'm talking about like a few months of paying off a ton of debt, a few months of saving up for a huge vacation, a week to go buy something they need for their home, a week to pay off a medical bill, a day to go do something they need to do, a day to get a haircut. I mean, whatever it is, you guys, I have seen people change their finances like crazy. And if you knew what I knew, you would believe in yourself. If you had seen the things I have seen of people making money in this business, you would believe it too. And I'm asking you to get sharp at your skills, to really watch how you're spending your money, to run a smart money management business, and to allow this business to bless your family financially. Because it's an amazing feeling. You guys, It's an amazing feeling. I was thinking this morning as I was going to go pay for more stuff for our home that our bonus check is coming on the 15th, and I was like, oh, wow, I wasn't even really ready for that yet. That's an amazing feeling to be able to be helping people and to be buying the things we need right now in this life, and to not have to be stressed about money, you guys. The amount of stress that took off our marriage when I got my money under control, the ability we had to help others, it's huge. It's huge. And the last thing I'm going to share with you about money is just a personal spiritual thing, is that I believe involving God in your finances. And I firmly believe in giving 10% to your local church that you're involved in. And there's been seasons where I haven't been as committed to a local church that I still took 10% and gave to an organization that I felt like would better this world. And not that I'm telling you that I'm so great or anything like that, but here's why I'm telling you this. I believe when you get less attached to your money, and you allow it to bless others, that it also becomes more of a blessing to you, and that God blesses us, and it just helps us to realize what it can do for others and not just ourselves. So sometimes when it's all about us, we don't work as hard as when we realize how much it can bless other people. So that is my money management training today. I hope you guys took a lot out of this. I'm sorry the video is so completely wonky, but we survived, and I think you can hear it smooth. I don't think it was choppy, right, girls? It's just the video is choppy. So I'm going to unmute Danielle because she's going to wrap us up today. Or actually, unmute Deanne first. Deanne, any closing thoughts on money management?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved everything that you covered. I completely agree. And I can tell you the seasons where I have been disciplined in my money management and working my business is when I felt the best about what was going on. And all the tips she gave you today will lead you to just feeling empowered as a woman, as a business owner, that you are doing it correctly and you're proud of it. And when you're doing that, it's just a very sweet thing to own your own business. So take what she said to heart and just give a shot. If you haven't ever tried money management before, it's definitely well worth it. So I thought it was great. Thank you, Reba.
Yay! Yay, Deanne. Okay. Deanne brought up a good point there, you guys. Is you have to just give it a shot. Like, your money habits are habits, and they are things you have done for a long time. And it's going to take some time to turn things around. Like, all of a sudden, I just, start budgeting, and I'm like, I'm so much better with my money. No, I still had to work on this. I still work on this. It takes 21 days at least to make new habits. With money, I think it takes a little bit longer. So she's right. Give it a try. Stick with it. Another thing that Deanne mentioned, and Danielle, I was going to share this, is Danielle and I went to a director's meeting last week, and she said this. She said, the size of your paycheck and your finances directly correlates to your confidence in this business. And Deanne just hit the nail on the head there. She said, if you guys do this, you're going to feel better about your business. And when you feel better, you guys, nobody says no to you. I mean, people still say no to you. But when you feel better, your recruiting averages go up. Your selling averages, because people feel your confidence. And so doing this can really help your confidence. So I'm glad you brought that up, Deanne. I forgot that. And Deanne, I saw Danielle and I both taken notes on that at our meeting last week. So, okay, Danielle, I'm going to let you share any closing thoughts on money and then wrap us up with the new voucher. Hang on.
Well, Reba, that was so great. I mean, it really was. And being an offspring and some of the training that I've gone through with her, just fabulous, just fabulous. And if you take them on point, if you take these tips on point, you will definitely feel better about yourself. Exactly what you said, Deanna. It just brings back it brings a confidence in you that, okay, if somebody else says no, the next one will say yes, and you're not worried and struggling to think that you're going to make this bill happen if you just take care of your finances. And it's so good. I love what you said about taking care of it, relieving stress. That is something that has relieved a lot of stress for my husband and I. And taking care of my Mary Kay finances the right way, and being taught and trained and taking on that teaching and that training from Reba and even from Deanne, teaching me how to do things with my Mary Kay with the 60-40 split, and to do it correctly and not worry about where my money's going to come from to get supplies or this, that, and the other has helped a lot. So thank you. That was awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, I'll be very quick with this. We know that the consultant voucher number 3 is exciting. And we know this steady habit points. Oh my goodness. We're doing the same thing every time at the very top. And those are steady habit points also for your finances. If you're steadily doing what you're supposed to do in your finances with your business, you shouldn't have any worries. Okay, so we're going to go through this real quick. Watch this week's inspirational video posted to Facebook group and Vox your Facebook group and Vox your director with your thoughts. That's 10,000 points. Send your director a Voxer message Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with your daily activity. That's 25,000 points. Listen to the $1 Million Message. And wow, they've been really great, by the way. Thursday, Friday, Monday, we're off. And Tuesday and Wednesday, there's no message on Saturday or Sunday. That's 25,000 points. Get 1 new booking every day or 7 this week. You may get all 7 in one day just because you were calling the few days before. It just all happens in one day, but at least get 7 bookings. That is 25,000 points. Have an interview with 3 women this week with your director. 25,000 points. I like the 25. I almost said $25,000. I want $25,000. Let's see. Generate 25 new leads. 25,000 points. See 8 new faces new to you. Not somebody that you facial before, but new faces to you. That's 25,000 points. Have a $300 in retail sales without tax. That is 25,000 points. Attend your weekly meeting and bring a guest applicable, 25,000 points. Read 25 pages of an inspirational book, 10,000 points. For every party you have booked that has guests who begin responding to you. This isn't just the host saying, I'll have a party, but these are the guests that she has gotten that are responding back to you on the coaching part of it. 15,000 points each for each party. For every new team member this week, 40,000 points. Boy, you can make up a lot of numbers on that one right there. And bonus, if you complete all those habits, all those things we just said, you'll get a bonus of an extra 30,000 points. Now here is Reba's surprise and delight points. I love these, and they will really, really help. Here's the first one. Make a complete list of all your debts. The truth will set you free. I promise you, when you make that list of all your debts. 25,000 points. Vox your director your plan to get rid of Plan B. 25,000 points. Take the Ready, Set, Sell, say that 3 times. Ready, Set, Sell quiz. Vox your director your results and how much inventory you currently have. Also share with her your plan to reach your ideal level. 25,000 points. That's really important. That's really going to help your business. All of it is. Okay, audio record. Voxer works great if you have 15 minutes time. You have 15 minutes time with each box. So with each box, you have 15 minutes limit time when you're recording. Record yourself doing a live open of a party with your new flip chart. Send your sales director with full permission for constructive feedback. 25,000 points. Place an accurate reorder from the first 3 weeks of Pace Setters without embezzling. 25,000 points. And then have a separate bank account for your Mary Kay business. 25,000 points. And I have my bank account right here. I have my Mary Kay checks. I love writing my Mary Kay checks. I just got my new ones. I had the old ones, had the old account on it. So I tell you what, there was just a fantastic money management class, Reba. Thank you so much. And I know I'll watch it over again and take even more notes because it's just anybody can. It doesn't matter whether you're a director or a consultant or whoever you are. You do these money management, you're going to be very successful in what you do. So thank you so much, Reba, for taking so much time with us. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so sweet. Okay, you guys, I loved getting to share with you guys today. And just in closing, here's what I want to share with you today, is make a decision and no turning back. If you decide you really want to change your finances, make a decision, throw your heart over the line, jump in. If you really decide from last week's call you need to get a grip on your emotions, make a decision, jump in, go full blast, no plan B. I'm going to change some things about my life. And I just really hope you guys are loving this Pace Setters. Your directors are putting a lot of time into it. I hope you have fun on your voucher this week, and we'll talk to y'all soon, okay? Bye.